Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Hyperfixation, the podcast, your weekly deep dive into the niche and the eccentric. Just me today, and it has been a big month of Star Wars and a big resurgence of Star Wars games. There's not been a lot of new games announced. There's a lot, obviously, rumoured and a lot in development, but there's none sort of for, the big May. They're really just pushing The Mandalorian and Grogu and the Maul show. And the Maul show has been fantastic. So that's been a wonder to enjoy. And later on in May, Bronte and I will cover The Mandalorian and Grogu. We'll see it and then give a little bit of a review. Having Star Wars back in the cinemas is pretty exciting. But I thought we'd just take a little sojourn back in time. And we're going to look at two classics with the same name, Star Wars Battlefront 2 from the year of our Lord. I don't know. Hang on, let me very quickly see if I can find it. Like, I want to say 2005. It's got to be the same year as... Well, this reckons 2018, which is just not true. I'm going to say 2005 because it would have been to coincide with Revenge of the Sith, I imagine. So let's say 2005. And we've also got the more recent EA edition, which I believe was 2017 it came out. So we're going to do a bit of a retrospective on both. Quintessential Star Wars experience, some may say, or at least a Star Wars experience. Star Wars Battlefront, for those of you who don't know, it's a game where basically you can enact different battles and make your own battles and do a whole bunch of different game modes, and it's just a fun free-for-all shooter type thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in, this is not the, I know they came out with a bit of a remake of this, a bit of a dog's breakfast, some may say. They re-released the game with some additions, improved, in theory, improved resolution, frame rate, all that jazz. But it turned out to be a bit of a buggy mess, and I haven't got it. But I do have, indeed, the sort of the original, which is a port, but also playing in high resolution and high frame rate anyway. So what can you do? We're going to start off, and we're going to do... how do you do it? I want to do Hero Hunt. Maybe it's Assault. Yes, sorry, it's Assault. Assault on Mos Eisley, which is a classic for those of you who have played this game, which is basically a hero free-for-all from the original eras of Star Wars, the originals and the prequels. And so we're just going to play a few rounds, and I'll talk about my memories of the game and what we enjoyed out of it. Oh, here we go. We're right bloody into it. So we've got heroes and villains. Let's play as some heroes. And you got a choice of original trilogy and prequel trilogy characters. So here is, let's play as Luke Skywalker to start off with. And gee, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's a 20-year-old game, a port from the original Xbox. Controls are gee whiz. Responsive is not the word I'd use, but there's something. So I'm running around as Luke Skywalker at the moment, folks. I think there is some voice lines if I can get it to trigger. You get a couple of abilities. Oh, you can block. That's good. You get to run around Mos Eisley defeating enemies and capturing... I don't think you can capture command posts in this one. But basically, the main game is to run around as a norm... The idea for at least the first Battlefront was to run around as an infantry trooper and... complete different game modes, like classic shooter game modes like Capture the Flag, Free-for-All, King of the Hill, I think was in the original. But the reason why we've gone with Star Wars Battlefront 2 is Heroes. It gives you a choice to play as a lot of different heroes from the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. In game modes, also there's a bigger selection of vehicles and maps, and it's more inclusive. I think the first Battlefront actually is just the original trilogy, which is great. It really is so much fun. But the second one opens up for prequels and the originals. Oh, Count Dooku. you get to have like battles, and I remember like playing a lot of this in split screen, and you get to have these battles, with these, General Grievous versus Luke Skywalker, and Darth Maul versus Han Solo. Every kid's dream, of course. Oh, I thought I got the Emperor there, but he absolutely lightninged me. It was just a lot of fun running around, different maps, and just having a bit of a Star Wars adventure, a low stakes Star Wars adventure. I've obviously played a lot of the original games. Oh, Anakin Skywalker just, sliced my head off, folks. Listen, kid, we're in Mos Eisley. We've got to make sure we get to the Falcon. So Anakin looks like he's a bad guy in this. Oh, and the Darth Vader spawned right behind him. That's always good. Han can set bombs, which is handy. I'm trying to lure this guy. So yeah, this is just against bots. Oh, yep, I shot Darth Vader. That's nicely balanced. Basically, the idea was to recreate famous Star Wars battles and put you in the shoes of a normal trooper, of a normal dude, Imperial or Rebel, and get to play a part in these big battles. And then sort of they expanded it to the heroes, and then also there's a really good game mode in this, which is the main console version of Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's called like Rise of the Empire or something, and you follow like the story of the 501st. So I think it's voice lined by Tamura Morrison. And you go through sort of the journey of a clone trooper in the 501st who does all of these famous battles, and then you get to enact Order 66, and then you become an Imperial Stormtrooper, and then I think you defect to the Rebels or something. It's like a cool sort of semi-canon story that you get to explore. Let's go Leia. One of her special abilities is invulnerability, which is, that's pretty. Oh, Darth Vader, only you could be so bold. The Imperial Senate will not sit still for this. Okay, so I'm being chased by Vader and General Grievous.
Size matters not.
And I think a lot of the voices are, like, especially for the prequel characters, fairly accurate. Because it's a lot of the actors, like Boba and Jango, are voiced by Tamura, which adds a lot of, realism. And, everyone else is sounding pretty good. Even Vader's sounding pretty good in this one. He's, I guess a separate Hyperfixation podcast episode would be what the hell is going on with Darth Vader's voice when it's voiced by Matt Sloan. For those of you who are not familiar with Matt Sloan's work, he was a favorite Star Wars Vader voice artist for games such as the Battlefront games, the EA Battlefront games, which we'll be looking at the second one a little bit later, but also the Force Unleashed games, which Vader is a major narrative component. Hello there! Yes, I'm playing as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy! Yes, the autism is strong with this one. Oh, sorry, Ayla Sakura. Oh, there's two. I'm seeing double. Luke, I've spent too long in the canteen and I'm seeing double. And two General Grievous spawning in front of me. I didn't really get a chance to go as Obi-Wan. I've got more jokes. But yeah, so Matt Sloan's voice, I have always, in my mind, never gotten why they've casted him. No disrespect to him as a man, just judging his work critically, but it in no way to me sounds anything like Darth Vader. It sounds like somebody just trying to do a drunk Vader impression, or just a generic deep voice. Like it doesn't sound like Darth Vader. And we'll hear some voice lines a little bit later from Matt Sloan. And look, I mean, as much as I'm cautious about the use of AI, and especially with James L. Jones bequeathing his voice for licensed performances as Darth Vader till the end of time, presumably, it's just there are better options than Matt Sloan voicing Darth Vader, which are someone else voicing Darth Vader, and even AI, but AI James L. Jones. But if they do it again in future, I just would really love if they didn't use stupid Matt Sloan's voice, because he sounds, in my opinion, nothing like Darth Vader. And it's, especially for The Force Unleashed, which is a really, has a strong emphasis on the narrative. And basically Vader is a supporting character and the main antagonist. And plays a huge role. He probably has more lines in... Oh, I've got reward points. Thank you. He probably has more lines in The Force Unleashed than he does the entire bloody original trilogy. So, I don't know. It doesn't take long for you to just not buy it. And I feel the story would hit a lot better if that character sounded or felt just more authentic. Because then you've got Sam Witwer in that same game doing Palpatine. And his Palpatine is really good. Like, it sounds... I mean, it sounds pretty close to Ian McDiarmid. Like, you can tell... Like, this is another tangent, folks. This is tangent on tangent. But with Sam Witwer's performance, he appeared as the Emperor in a brief scene, I think, in Season 1 of Rebels, the animated show. And he briefly voiced the Emperor. And then for the finale of Rebels, which in Season 4, they got Ian McDiarmid in because Palpatine had quite a large role, and so they got him in and he did it. And he also re-recorded the scene from Season 1, and then they replaced it special edition style. And if you listen to them, the voices are pretty much the same. There's honestly, the main thing you can tell between them is just some character differences, some like acting choices. So if you've got an impression that good next to an impression that's as bad as Matt Sloan's Vader, then it's just like, I mean, it's just silly. But yes, we're nearly, facing General Grievous again. Hello there. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Yoda. I remember playing so much of this, especially with Bronte. She's my sister, for those of you who aren't aware on the podcast. We played a lot of this running around. Oh, Mace Windu. This party's over. All right, let's go. There were some characters, so like it does have a good range of characters, especially from the prequels and the originals. And it is a shame. I guess one thing to compare it to with the more recent Battlefront 2 is that it doesn't have very many prequel era heroes, especially. And gee, if they made a third one, which, you know, they keep rumoring and, you know, there's a lot of fake news about it. If they made a third one, I mean, so many more characters they can do. They can pull characters from other games like Cal Kestis, so many more locations as well. I mean, Mando and Grogu for a start. And then you've got like Ahsoka, who wasn't in, which was a bit of a, Asajj, Bad Batch, different eras of Maul. Just trying to think. Proper dark side Anakin, like Lord Vader, rather than just Darth Vader. The Inquisitors, that might be fun. Who else did they not do in the second one? That's a good question. Like maybe... Oh, Jar Jar. They didn't have any of the Gungans. Oh, sorry, Padme. Each game has its own strengths. This one, I feel, is a classic for a reason. I feel it has some amazing game modes, some wonderful diversity, and it's just fun. It's just a fun game. And, you know, as Star Wars experiences go, what more can you hope for? I mean, even in just like Star Wars films, I mean, that's sort of what I'm hoping for Mando. You know, I love The Mandalorian, but for the movie, gee, it'd be nice to just have a really fun time in the cinemas again. You know, similar to how like Project Hail Mary was, you know, a fun time. It's also a fantastic movie on top of that. We're going to do Capture the Flag on the Death Star. So we'll randomly pick it. And I'm the Rebel Alliance. Okay, so I'm Rebel Soldier. Oh! Friendly fire. I just I just threw a grenade at my friend. Gee, these maps still look great. And there's so much to do in them. The Death Star, I know, I'll see if I can find it, has a lot of like hidden secrets and stuff. And that's what I feel like maybe the sequel ones are missing is, although it is some of the best looking games ever, the EA Battlefronts, these ones, gee, there's just some amazing Easter eggs and rewarding stuff for, you know, a Star Wars fan. So this is the detention block from A New Hope. And this is Princess Leia's cell, which is always nice. And if I'm not mistaken, you can find the trash compactor. There's a grate somewhere that you can shoot out. I've lost it. I've lost it. Oh, there's a light over here.
The Alliance has dropped the flag.
Oh no, we've dropped the flag. Maybe this is meant to be Princess Leia's cell. I don't know. But here's the grate. You shoot this out, like in the movie, and then you slide down and you get in and you can die in the trash compactor. I think if you shoot this control panel, it like closes the door, or maybe it opens the door. But yeah, you can get stuck in the trash compactor and it can kill you. I think that's just a really cool, nice little touch. Completely unnecessary, but the maps just had so many of these little secrets, and like I know Dagobah, you can go into the cave and you can hear Darth Vader's breathing and stuff. It's like cool stuff like that I feel like the EA ones pride themselves on like accuracy and like photorealism with all the environments. So it is like, you know, blade of grass for blade of grass on Endor, and it's, you know, each snowflake is as accurate as possible to Hoth. Yeah, and then, you know, Battlefront 2 covers like all eras of Star Wars. So, you know, the original, well, when I say all eras, the main Skywalker eras. And they were doing all these cool tie-ins as well to the movies, which stopped, I think Rise of Skywalker was the last bunch of stuff they made. Because the budget just kept going down and down. They couldn't even, I think they did a couple of maps and a couple of skins, and that's, yeah, a couple of maps and a couple of skins. I don't even think they could do heroes. I think the plan certainly was to expand on heroes. It's definitely something they could get back to. Oh, I can play as Luke again. And, you know, we'd love to see it. Like, playing this is bringing back so many childhood memories. It's so much fun. Really nostalgic for me, which is always good.
The Alliance has the flag.
Oh no, I'm in the trash compactor again. Can you jump out as Luke? I wonder. It's probably slippery. Oh, no, I do not want to get caught in the trash compactor this time. Oh, I've jumped. Okay, that is the coolest thing I've ever done in a game. Escape the trash compactor out of the chute. Can you destroy these like in the movie? I don't know. And look, in terms of Star Wars gameplay experiences, the Battlefront games are by no means the most accurate, but gee, they're pretty much the most fun, let's be real. Luke Skywalker has fled. How sad. Let's play a little bit of space, because why not? Let's be the Empire, because I can better impersonate the TIE fighters. Yeah, like, it's just a really good, well-made classic game, this one. Okay, so this is space, so you get to fly a ship. I've got a rehearsal to go to after this, so I'm glad I've shredded my vocal cords. You attack each team has a capital ship, and it is your job as a pilot to fly your ship around, destroy vital elements of the other ship, the other capital ship, and therefore win the battle. So what you can do... Oh, I've been shot down. So I guess what a lot of players will remember from this particular game is what you do is you fly a ship. I'll get to this TIE interceptor. You fly a ship and try and land it in the enemy hangar bay. And then what you can do is commit sabotage from the inside, which is cool. It'd be nice if they've got a few starfighter assault sort of missions in EA's Battlefront, which is the more recent ones. But they don't sort of capture sort of the idea of getting in and out of your ship, having a capital base as like a bit of a hub, and you're all under attack at the same time. Like this really captures the sort of frenetic energy of a Star Wars battle. Oh, I've forgotten how to land. Okay, I don't know what button that was to land. I I've landed in the rebel hangar, but I am sandwiched between several rebel pilots, so it's not good. Help, mayday, mayday. There's an auto-defense mainframe. I'm going to chuck a time bomb on that. Oh, yes, I've remembered the control. Yes. Yeah, buy out of the best. Another time bomb for you. Suck on that, rebel scum.
Their auto-turret defenses have been disabled.
Yes, thanks to me. Matt Berry as a TIE fighter pilot. Listen, my darling. We need to defeat the rebel scum there. All right. I found the engine cooling tanks. Sick. Oh, there's a laptop.
Our shields have been disabled.
That looks cool. Some of these textures have not held up, but gee, some of them have. Oh, X to target an enemy. Well, that is helpful. See if I can defeat this little turret. I have defeated their auto-defense mainframe, but there are, for some reason, auto-turrets still firing on me. Not sure how... Oh! And the auto-turret has absolutely blown my noggin off. Oh, I've sorry, lads. I've accidentally planted a bomb in the middle of our hangar bay. Don't mind me. So I'm going to use my TIE interceptor and maybe just do some dogfighting for a hot little minute. Right, well, there goes that. Just going to see if I can show you anything else while we're here. So many game modes that we haven't even touched. Rise of the Empire is the story mode, and it's great. It's more... Oh, I have a save file from 2020. I'm going to load this up and see what it is. Coruscant, a desperate rescue. Palpatine's kidnapping gives a 5 of... Oh, it's the beginning of Revenge of the Sith, and it's playing a hot clip from the movie in a beautiful 360... Oh, not even that. It's like a 220p resolution. General Grievous. Oh, the 501st General. Coruscant orbit, a desperate rescue. Yeah, and it was sort of cool to have this story campaign and these story elements in the game. Like, it was, yeah, really well wanted and well received. So this is, I guess this is the Battle of Coruscant. Oh, objectives updated. Board a ship. All right, I can do that. Come along, lads. Oh, no, sorry, I'm Timur Morrison now, aren't I? Oh, for God's sake. Oh. All right. Ah, it's the Invisible Hand, Grievous's ship. Oh, I've got to destroy 5. Oh, the Coruscant map looks pretty good. Yeah, sick. So yeah, this came out like when Revenge of the Sith came out. So, you know, they had an official Revenge of the Sith tie-in game, which maybe I'll do one day on the podcast. Especially if it ever gets like an updated console release, which it probably will. They are doing a lot of these old Star Wars games. Like the Phantom Menace game came onto the PS5, which was really cool. And I actually had a lot of fun replaying that. Terrible game, but had a lot of fun playing it. But having a movie tie-in game is really fun. I'm going to quit this game because I keep dying, but you get the idea. So now we're going to go into one of my favorite games. I've played it a lot over the years. This is Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2017, I want to say. And this it was the last Battlefront game to be released, and it's nearly 10 years old now. They stopped support for it, I think, in 2019, just before COVID. And look, it had a lot of promise and a lot of potential, and it lived up to it, but long after its sort of heyday in terms of players. So by about 2 years in, it was really good. And the game, is mostly a multiplayer live service game, so it lives or dies on its players. And, in Australia, we obviously are limited in terms of players compared to somewhere like the US. So it has had a much longer half-life, I guess, than people were expecting. But no, I've sunk hours and hours and hours into Battlefront 2 and have really enjoyed my time with it since launch. I played the beta and then played the launch, and it's just a great game, and they just kept adding and adding and adding to it just to make it great. And, you know, the amount of heroes you get, the amount of customizability with all of your factions and classes, the ability to play across all these different eras. Like, it truly feels like they expanded on the original Battlefront 2 in a great way. So these are all classes. I usually play as a heavy. Then you get, there's an enforcer, aerial, and infiltrator, and then a whole bunch of added classes as well for like special vehicles, and a whole bunch of heroes too. And, you know, all voiced either by their movie actors. So, for instance, Rey is voiced by Daisy Ridley.
You're a monster.
Yeah, which is sick. And then you've got... Oh, so this is Matt Sloan as Darth Vader, everyone.
You are as clumsy as you are stupid.
For me, just does not sound like Vader.
You cannot hide forever.
Like, it's better in this than it is...
Accepted.
It is better in this than it is in The Force Unleashed, but I just don't hear Vader. There's something about the look of him as well, Vader. Like, I feel he looks a bit more like Empire. I don't know. Anyway, Sam Witwer does Palpatine.
Good. Let the hate flow through you.
Let the hate flow through you, Lord Vader.
Do what must.
So they famous quotes, which is cool. But it's meant to be photorealistic, and also it's got a single-player campaign that is canon in the Disney era of Star Wars. Lando is voiced, so I think he might be voiced by Donald Glover for these skins, for the Solo era skins, and then he is voiced by Billy D for his other skins, his original trilogy skins. Hang on, I'll see if I can get a voice line.
How you doing, you old pirate? So good to see you.
He's very good at it. Matthew Wood voices Grievous, so nice to have him back. And then the respective voice actors from the Clone Wars reprise their roles for Obi-Wan, Anakin, Dooku, and Yoda, which is great. Who else have we got? I'm pretty sure it's John Boyega voicing Finn, and he did a lot of press for this because he played a lot of the first one and was very vocal about playing the second one. So he was a big part of the game as well at launch. But yeah, there's a single-player campaign that's set mostly during the Empire, and there's an epilogue set just before the beginning of the sequel trilogy, which is a bit of fun. So tied in, and there was stuff that tied in directly with The Last Jedi, because we all know I love that so much. I'll see if there's anybody playing heroes versus villains, because that'd be quite fun to show folks. But that's the problem, is that a lot of these game modes you can't play anymore because you need people playing them. Every now and again you do, but like stuff like I haven't played any of the Starfighter modes in years just because there's nobody playing them. There are a couple of, nobody's online. So what we'll do is, so you can do single player. There's instant action and arcade where you can do games that are with AI opponents, but also there's co-op missions, which is something added pretty late, where you pick it's a more condensed play mode with 4 players. And I'm just going to play any because there usually is somebody. Oh yes, joining co-op missions on. I don't really want to do sequel trilogy. I'm sorry, everyone. All right, it looks like we're doing sequel trilogy. So it looks like there's a game happening on Takodana, folks. From the sequels. It's Maz Kanata's Castle. So I wanted to thank everyone for joining us. I think this will be episode 20 of the podcast, which is kind of crazy. I never even thought we'd get to double digits, let alone double digits. So thank you everyone for coming aboard. And look, this podcast, it's a lot of fun to do. And so if you want to get involved, please let me know. Would love to have you on board. even just, hearing your thoughts on each episode. It really helps a lot. So I'll play as, I'm going to play as a heavy. Because that's, I might even let's just play as a default Stormtrooper. A regular Joe. There we go. So I'm playing as a First Order Stormtrooper, folks. We're all going in. So they added so much from launch. So for instance, you can play a trooper as in third person or first person. You'll notice as well just like how stunning this game looks. Every time you pull it open, you can never really get over that it just looks so good. Still. So co-op, you are on a team of 4 players and you go against a horde of AI enemies and you have to advance through a map, capturing control points or command posts, and advancing, or defending. And then if one team manages to breach the last command post, then they win. You get a choice of vehicles through earning things like battle points. You can play some vehicles, so like ATSTs, tanks, that sort of thing, or enhanced units, including like death troopers or super battle droids, or even heroes. So in this case, we might even be able to play as Kylo Ren, which we'll see. This is the assault class. So I've played this, not the least, but I've played a fair bit of the assault class, which is just your regular Joe trooper, fresh off the rank. And he has got... also gender is a thing in this game. There's actually some wider gender representation in this particular game, which is good. He has his main blaster, and then he's got this little just darty gun, which shoots like a scanning dart, which highlights enemies for you, which is pretty fun. He's got a thermal detonator. And he's also got like this little shotgun, so increases your speed for a hot little minute, and gives you a shotgun so you can get in nice and close, run in and take out a few enemies, and then retreat back. All right, I got headbutted by some alien. All right, I've earned enough for a hero, so somebody is taking Kylo Ren for the moment. So I might even go in as I'm going in as a rocket trooper. They fly now. Oh, it's Kylo Ren. Whoops. Sorry, mate. I won't lie to you. I've got no idea how the jetpacking works. Okay, if hold A and I seem to be accelerating up the wall. Oh! Hold while jetpack. Thank you. I didn't think I would need tips on a game I've played hours and hours of, but here we are, folks. Oh. You can also punch people, which is fun. Oh, it is... There is a blue lightsaber running around, which must be Rey, which is always nice. So they do extend some heroes for multiple eras. So like Chewie, for instance, you can play in original Clone Wars or... Actually, they've given them cool names in this one. Like, it's not just Clone Wars and Galactic Civil War. Like, it's the Age of the Republic, Age of the Rebellion, and Age of the Resistance. Which other titles they've given to each the main Skywalker eras, which I really like. I think that's a cool idea as a way to label them. All right, so he's got it's some sort of a tri-barrel launcher is what this calls. I've got no idea what this is. This is all cannon, which is fun. Oh, all right. Oh, yes, Kylo Ren is available. I've got a few different skins for Kylo Ren, but I think I'll go with Unmasked, which is his look from The Last Jedi after his helmet's been smashed. Here he is. And you could also turn your lightsaber on and off with the touch of a button, which is fun, especially with Kylo Ren, because of his... Let's be real. His lightsaber is cool. Like, the fact that it's so, like, unstable and violent. The crossguard is really cool. The fact that it's just, like, I guess it's just a lot of things that were unexplored. He's also a great hero. I don't think he was available in the beta. I'm going to say, like, Han and Darth Maul were definitely available in the beta, and it was a game mode, the main sort of game mode, which is Galactic Assault or something, I called it. and it was like 20 versus 20 on Naboo, and it was the main sort of game mode. This is sort of a version of it, but with much smaller players and much more AI players. Honestly, it's one of the more fun game modes, even like retrospectively looking back on it. If they'd gone with this at launch, I think it would have really landed. Heroes versus villains obviously always lands because everyone loves playing as the heroes. Also, the lightsabers look really good. So, sorry, Kylo Ren has a few abilities. So he can force pull. He can also freeze, like he does in the beginning. Oh, it's Chewie. Sorry, Chewie. Hang on. I just did a voice line, folks. I really don't want to take down Chewie, but we're sort of in that position at the moment. They also, for The Last Jedi, released the heroes Finn and BB-8 to go alongside Captain Phasma and that evil BB-8 droid who was there just to sell toys. I mean, it's sort of... The Last Jedi is a bit of a waste of everyone's time, but here we are. So yeah, you can block with your lightsaber, you can attack, and also he's got this frenzy mode, which it targets enemies in like his immediate vicinity, and he just goes absolutely delulu with his lightsaber. Oh, I've just hit a milestone. The dark side is in our blood. Well, that's a little ominous. Oh, all right. Somebody shot me. So yeah, as a hero, you don't tend to last particularly long. Oh, I've earned enough. I can still play as a hero, but I can play as Palpatine. And this is his Sith Eternal look from the end of episode 9. I've got a cold. The brewings of a cold. Yeah, so Palpatine in the EA Battlefront, the first one, which is 2015, I think. So this game's predecessor was really OP. He was super fast. Really, his lightning was really powerful. And he could heal as well. So he was pretty much unstoppable. But this Palpatine, they had a lot of issues with him. In fact, he was unavailable in the game for quite a long time just because they were having issues like evening him out. He was too dodgy and then too good. And then, yeah, so they've had a lot of issues with Palpatine. I think visual issues as well with like making the lightning effects work. But he's gotten to a point where they fixed him up and he's fun to play as. So he's got a few effects. So he's got this like Sith cloud. It's like a dark fart. And it like slows people down and makes them really depressed and sad. And then he's got like this sort of floor lightning effect, where he like sends lightning into the ground and it affects a radius. Again, I think just making people really depressed and sad. He's got his normal lightning, so left trigger is left hand, right trigger is right hand, and then, oh, I was out in the wilderness too long. Oh, I'm going to become a Sith Trooper because they're designed, yes, although used to sell toys as well, the design actually is really, really cool. And it's a shame we sort of didn't see more of them, or there wasn't more of a purpose. And so yeah, BB-8 is actually quite a decent hero. He's got this sort of charge ability. He's really fast and also really bloody hard to hit. So the Sith Troopers, I think, what is it, an enforcer type? So it's an infantry type, a troop type, but has more powerful abilities than your standard Joe. So he's got like a combat rush. It's a sprint and health thing. A health grenade. So he's like a support trooper. And what is that? Seeker tactics. What's handy as well is that if you hold up on the D-pad, it'll tell you what everything does, which is really helpful, especially if it's months. And oh my hat, there's about 1 billion of them. Whoops. They also added in this combat role, which is from the Battlefront 2, the one we just played, and it is OP. Basically, it turned into the main game mechanic in this game. The weekend it was added in, it just became a smorgasbord of players running around and doing roly-polies in the dirt to avoid because you move a long distance and also you avoid damage. Is that a health throw grenade that damages nearby enemies as well as blocking their ability to recover health? Oh, so it's an oppression grenade. Again, like I think the First Order troops, including Palpatine, are just make you depressed. Oh, all right. I got hit by somebody charging at me. Let's finish this off. I'll play as my main class, which is of course the heavy. My heavy, he's got this blaster from, I think it was in the Jedi Knight game originally. It is the, it'll say in the menu, I've forgotten what it is. Also, these trooper types, you can upgrade have different perks and upgrade your weapons as well, and it'll carry across through all eras. So it's sort of like playing as the same character, these infantry types. But you can also do cosmetics. They added a lot of cosmetics, especially with all the Clone Wars stuff. They added in all these clone trooper armor variants, which were pretty nifty. It's like a sort of a heavy machine blaster, like rapid fire gun that I'm using here for my heavy. But it's also got this sort of charge up like energy grenade. As like an alternate fire. For me, like it actually just is not just because I love the Jedi Knight games, it's a really good blaster. Also got a little shield, like a little hollow shield that pops up, which absorbs damage, so I can just go in and wreck shop. But I also have a heavy blaster, like a rotary blaster, which has explosive rounds or something ridiculous and just absolutely does everybody in. And there we go, folks. We won. Victory. Victory for the First Order. I am not the spy. So yeah, honestly, this game is just a lot of fun. I got third because I'm really great. Actually, they did add in, so the first Battlefront game that EA did was in the Disney era, and it came out during Rogue One. So there's this Rogue One DLC, which was really cool. It added in Jyn Erso and Krennic and Scarif, which was really cool. They also did this Death Star DLC, which was awesome, and they never added back into the second one, and I so wish they did. You played Rebels, you had to escort R2 through the Death Star, and then you had to destroy the Death Star as Red Squadron, like in the end of A New Hope. And one of you got to be Luke and fly Red 5 and blow up the Death Star. And they didn't add it back in, and I was always a bit miffed about that. So if they do a third one, let's add in some of the best of the best, please. So it looks like we're traveling to Naboo. Okay, here we are. And droids. Looks like we're droids. Which is good. So I'm going to be let's be an officer droid. I'll see some of the things. So I've got, for the droids, there's Geonosis, pilot, jungle, training. I do like the training droid. I'm going to go jungle for this dude. What's this one? So yeah, different droid types, which are cool. I don't think that, they don't have voice lines, but the heroes do. It'd be cool to be a droidica loading into Naboo. Yeah, this, as I was saying, this was the first map that they showed because it was in the beta. Gee, it was fun. So an officer has different abilities as well. So he's got this EMP charge, a little turret, and like a rally feature. So it gives perks to your friends, your allies, your fellow clankers. Let me pop down a turret. Again, like, it gets to the point where just the heavy becomes the best character because especially during this, it's basically like a horde mode. There are so many enemy troops that it just becomes silly to use anything but the yeah, Star Wars has some really annoying voices actually. Has the most annoying voice in Star Wars? Because I this might be a crazy opinion. I don't think it's Jar Jar. it's probably... I mean, we'll wait till Mando and Grogu comes out because I'm sure there's going to be some bloody ferret in that has a ridiculous voice. I kind of want to say Salicious B. Crumb might have the most annoying voice in Star Wars. Again, I'm be sending this as a voice tape to Lucasfilm or Skywalker Sound and see if I can get a job. All right, well done, lads. Who will be Maul? Yeah, nice. So Maul probably was the first hero or villain I played as. Also, his ability to block, they added in quite late. Yeah, Maul's strengths are speed and just like savagery. So his abilities are throwing his lightsaber. Then he's got like this false like grasp effect where he like chokes his enemies and then throws them violently against, you know, in one direction. Like just ragdoll. Sorry, that was really funny. The clone trooper that just like splattered on the side of the building. And he also has like this death roll, for lack of a better term. So there's little Yoda here, so study this more closely. I'll kill you, Master Yoda. And yeah, the death roll. Death roll's good mostly for getting out of situations. I'm not sure if I've gotten a huge amount of kills for it. It's good to, it gives little damage, but moves you across the other side of the map like so quickly. So it is worth it. The throw is really devastating. Had a lot of success with the throw. But, oh, hang on. Oh, he said it very quietly. Kenobi.
At last I shall have you.
Yes. Also, igniting your lightsaber, being able to ignite your lightsaber at will is just, it's a mandatory feature for Star Wars games. Oh, that's Grievous as well. Grievous is around. Give me a red hot hand. Aha! Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, there was a... Oh, pardon me. I've leveled up, folks. 73 is my lucky number, not even a joke. It is cool, like, the accuracy of, like, all the troop types and, you know... Oh, these are all, like, 501st. Oh, sorry, Anakin's there. Just threw Anakin. Let's do... Oh, Count Dooku. I'm not sure if I can do Count Dooku. I'm not sure I can do any of them, to be honest, but... Yes. No. That was terrible, Noah. Oh, I can only apologize. I've been looking forward to this. All my voices sound the same. I'm doing RP and doing this deep thing. Jedi Master Kenobi, it is a great honor to be fighting you today. Yeah, that's not the worst. It's about as good as Matt Sloan doing Darth Vader, I think. All right. Oh, there is a Wookiee, a miscellaneous Wookiee, not... Oh my word, about 1 billion people tried to fit through that door. Dooku's really good. They focused, he was one of the last additions to the game. He's a master jeweler and can change sort of lightsaber types, has this sort of little force lightning push, but can single out enemies and then whittle them off with some devastating dueling. Like, all the character abilities and stuff are like direct references to specific moments or like different abilities that you see in the movies, or just feel very faithful, generally speaking, to, you know, the character they're playing, character they're sort of emulating. Oh, that's a bit better. I've been looking forward to this, Master Skywalker. Yes, it's a little bit more. Ah, Tom Baker. Ah, yes, you Wookiee scum. I'm back to Matt Berry. I've got no voices left. Oh, there's Chewie. Chewie's really good as well. Obviously, devastating with his Wookiee bowcaster. but also has a few feral abilities like punching. All right. We've advanced. We're about to advance on the throne room, lads. So I'm here with General Grievous and Bosk, which is nice. I can see Yoda coming down the stairs, so that's always good. But this is a very faithful recreation of the Naboo palace. And it looks stunning. Like, every map just looks amazing. And gee whiz. Also, one cool thing is that as you get damaged, or like stuff blows up around you, your costume will be covered in like mud or, you know, dirt or what have you. Oh, there is a blue Master Kenobi. Oh, yes, Master Kenobi. Yeah. There. I'm not faulting the great Christopher Lee on his performance. What a powerhouse performance he gives in everything. But he didn't have many comic sound effects as part of his character. Droidicas, super battle droids. Let me go in as a heavy. Oh, somebody spawned in as Dooku. Really hopping in my grave there. We've got Dooku, Grievous, myself as a heavy, and a droidica. So I cannot tell you how quickly my droid brain was blown off. Also, I need to keep an eye on the time, folks, because I've got to be going shortly. Okay, so, I unlocked the showdown emote for Kylo Ren. So I open a crate and it's shown me nothing. Well, that's great. Kudo. Yes, this game has not been updated in years. I'm going to do a little bit of single player just to show off some of the characters and we'll go from there. All right. Heavy. So this is a simple game mode to give you an idea of what it was like on launch.
They may have the firepower, but we have the resolve.
This is a Supremacy, I think, is this game mode. A lot of fun, same deal. You get a whole bunch of command posts. Oh, look, I'm running a Tauntaun. Sorry, I didn't even realize I was sort of on autopilot. You capture command posts, defeat enemies. This is actually quite similar. Hoth plays pretty similarly to the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 in this one. A lot of fun and like looks spectacular. You can see all the space battle going on with all the Star Destroyers. And you do get to spawn as different ships. I'll see if I can play as a ship, which I think you can do in this game mode. All right, so I've got... When you're riding a Tauntaun, you get a few abilities. You get this little grenade launcher. There are different little vehicles like this for different maps. So like Tatooine, you can get a land speeder, which is cool, like Luke's land speeder in A New Hope. Oh. I was shot off my Tauntaun, but my Tauntaun is fine. And I know for this game... I'm going to play as an Ewok. You play as an Ewok as a special unit. So you run around maps as a bloody Ewok with a bow and arrow, which is so silly. But you charge it up and then... It's also much harder to shoot an enemy with a bow and arrow. You've got a few different abilities too. You've got this war horn. Hang on, can I punch? Yeah, I've got a stick so I can stab a Stormtrooper. Oh. Seeing a Ewok on Hoth is pretty sick too. I'm also really bad at it. There are these like Wispo Willies or something they call it. What is it called? Wisty's pouch. Not Wispo Willies. Okay, the Ewok has its strengths. This map isn't one of them because it's so open. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear, I got decimated by Darth Vader as an Ewok. Well, I stood... Okay, Maul is here as well. Oh, gee whiz, this is going really well. Yes, because Maul was... technically... Oh, well. So I guess I can see Darth Vader on... Oh, but that's one thing that's cool is playing as a trooper is seeing enemy heroes and allied heroes on, you know, the same map, you know, running around, especially somewhere like Hoth where that's so open. All right, time to play as Luke Skywalker. He's got a Hoth outfit too.
I'm on my way.
Also, just a little extra note: each lightsaber has different sound effects that are accurate to each lightsaber. I'll see if I can find Darth Vader. have a little duel, have a little... Oh, I can see Darth Maul. That might be pretty fun. Da 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 da. Aha! Oh, ATST? Yes, okay. Not sure. Luke has a few... Oh, there's Han. Oh, no, it's Lando. Sorry, Lando. What's cool as well is that if you have different heroes interact, they'll have different voice lines to each other. So like Han and Luke will have a little conversation, or he and Leia will have a conversation. You know what I mean? Really fun stuff. Whew. Luke has a force push, like a lightsaber attack. He's actually quite similar to Maul in play styles, like fast, aggressive. Maul has... Oh, so we've seen both sides of Maul's attack, which is great. The other thing as well is that your special abilities have cooldowns. So... Oh. Especially with Luke, it's very easy to use all your abilities and then be stuck. I'm just going to run away a little bit. It's the other thing as well. You spend most of your time as a lightsaber heroes blocking... Oh! Gee, this AI player actually isn't too bad. I can see Vader, I think, coming over a hill, so that's not a good sign. Oh, let me get rid of this. Generally, as heroes, if you kill an enemy, you'll get some health. Oh, I think Maul's going to get me. It's an AI player, and he's going to get me. Like samurai. Haha, he missed. Ah! Yeah, Luke's got a force push and like this repulse ability, so he like slams the ground and like throws everyone around him, and then he's got like this lightsaber strike. Oh, that throw is really getting old, Darth Maul. Alrighty, got me. That's fair enough. Well, that is where I have to end it for today, folks. I want to thank everyone for joining me for this week's special Star Wars retrospective, Battlefront 2 versus Battlefront 2. If you liked this, let me know. Give me a comment, shoot me a message, shoot me a DM, and keep in touch. Really enjoying doing the podcast, and we're going to have some more Star Wars stuff a bit later when Mandalorian and Grogu comes out. But until then, have a great week, everyone. See you later.